shares with me, Richard Turner.
Yeah, it is exactly that, Alan. Great to see a lot of them here present, and some of them in coaching roles with various sides.
Wellington East girls.
Many of them just on the sidelines. Talks with mum and dads too.
So one of our top referees, Bridget Tyler, she's been out of refereeing for around about 16 months or so. She was rated as the top sevens referee, and she went back to try and play the game for Wellington in last year's regionals. So it is fantastic to see her back in this form, because so many opportunities too for the referees on the IRB women's level. So about to get this game underway. South Otago kicking off. And that was Keely Herring. So lots of power play, direct, straight up play from the girls' competition. Some beautiful, powerful players out there. Lots of ball players, as we see Wellington East going to the far side of the field. Georgia Broughton brought down.
Go straight off your feet.
And unfortunately, Rosalina Lepi has been penalised for Wellington.
Yeah, offensive penalty. I'll be giving away penalties when you're in possession of the ball. South Otago looking to work the ball.
A little bit of an overlap here, and on the left-hand side, Tyler Birch. Well, she keeps it in play, so that's a real positive. As now they switch directions again. Pino Pepe out to Umere. Oh, this is a great little dab here, and we've already got first points on the board with just over a minute gone. And Umere.
Yeah, wonderful start. South Otago, good build up too. They were patient, didn't take the ball into the contact. Ball looked like it was going to die on the left side. They brought it back to the right, and the skipper Samara Hollows did very, very well to finish.
It might be a bit of a struggle for Wellington East girls college team. A lot of movement and lateral defence. And they had the ball for a long passage of time. South Otago, and good finishing, got the job done.
So that kick-off not quite going to plan there for Keely Herring. South Otago yesterday had the biggest upset here in the women's competition. Actually beat the defending champs Fielding 22-10. So they've got some ability. So Wellington opting for the power play. Oilua. Good positioning of the ball there. Pick and go. Pops the ball out. And it's just stolen out and out by Kobe Letter. Here's Samara Hollows again. The wrap around. Unable to get that pass away. But they're keeping the ball alive here. And here's Michaela Letter. Nice pass. Oh, juggling the ball on her fingertips. Just unable to bring it in.
Samara super. That's some good work. Again in the build-up, South Otago happy to keep the ball moving. They're up against the bigger Wellington East college side here, so clearly want to move them around, tire them out.
Yeah, well, they've got the power and presence offensively in Wellington East, but it's a disadvantage for them defensively, Pod, isn't it?
Well, they really need to stick to lots of short passes and hitting it up and taking it into contact, Wellington East, just like this. But once again, awesome defence, Samara Hollows, the captain, and they're moving it quickly out here. It's a great wrap by Hollows, who's just involved in everything. And she goes over for South Otago second. They're really speeding this game up.
I just talked about Wellington East defensive capabilities. South Otago with a team that were better there. Talked about the short game. Lua took the ball into contact. South Otago defenders there in good numbers. Have a look here, Lua. And then it was Hollows that stripped it, passed, looped, and then finished. So she's doing everything, the skipper.
her work rate, her involvement is excellent. She's 18 years old. She's in the New Zealand under-17 mixed team, so she's got plenty of gas and footwork, no doubt about that. So the Wellington girls have another opportunity from kick-off. Just a bit messy there at the back. Look at this pressure. South Otago giving away a penalty here. I think it was Hollows. So we've got plenty of numbers out here. Wellington East. The step back from Birch. She's on her feet. Now she gets it away. They're just continuing to attack up the midfield here. Wellington. Big tackle on her. Nice offload. Oh, a hair pull on Georgia Broughton. Please on that.
Just checking that it's still all there. There it is, yep. Well, this is just desperation. It was there. She says, come back here.
Yeah, you've probably noticed a lot of the girls wear plaits actually. Don't tell me the touch judge is talking about the hair pull.
So what you saw?
What I saw was goal number 12.
Well, they've already been awarded the penalty. They can't give them two penalties.
Well, this is interesting because it's got nothing to do with us by the numbers they're talking about. That's it.
She's given a card thrown to Lisa Lepe.
And the penalty's been reversed.
Yeah, there you go, Ken. You can't give it twice, but you can get it taken away.
So this gives South Otago a prime opportunity. So they just number up, draw and pass, pellet, the wrap around once again to Samara Hollows. Wasn't a great pass, and Samara Soper had to really reach down and try and clean it up.
Yeah, it wasn't a great option either. She'd done the hard work, had Hollows, had Soper on the outside, just decided to take one or two more steps. The defender got the arm on the ball, Soper couldn't get it to hand. So first opportunity gone, but Wellington East just with the 6 players, so they were playing the short game when they had a full complement. I would say it even shorter with just the 6 players now.
We've got the cup final at 4:30 between Hamilton girls and New Plymouth girls high. Looking forward to that. Women's game is just developing so much. Great little run here from Soper. Nice little swerve, and she's going to go straight under the post here. Samara Soper.
Well, missed an opportunity 30 seconds ago. Soper wasn't going to be denied the second opportunity. Wellington East essentially kicking the ball straight to Soper. No chases from Wellington East, and have a look at the space she had to move in. Just a nice little step under the stick, successfully converted.
Just the defence giving her that opportunity to swerve back. So at half-time, very dominant first 7 from South Otago, leading Wellington East girls 19-0.
We to stay up and we hit hard. Rex seemed to be working. Chase them wide, come back in.
Just believe in yourself. Don't take those whole you can do it. You can do it. Just pull out. It's looking good.
Drag them wide, pull out. Somebody on the cut.
That's what it is. Take yourself in the whole
We don't shoot, we get up, we move.
Please report to Condor
Everyone's got to work hard here. Just 7 more minutes.
Find
7 more minutes.
whatever.
Right, we can do
Please
this.
report first to check if you have any of your players
Yeah, let's go.
in the teams. Thank you.
It's the free 1, 2, 3, base!
So very simple instructions for the South Otago girls. You heard the coach there talking about the drag. Basically, it's when you do an in and out and really pull the defence across. If they don't come with you, you'll beat them on the outside. If they do, they're looking for the cut back on the in.
Still confident Wellington East. Why not? They've had more than their fair share of possession. In fact, dominating possession of the ball. So they just need to be more efficient with it and convert.
Well, after 2 days of play, I'm sure these athletes are pretty tired. Later off to Sopa. This is a good attack passage from South Otago. Even Pellet in there to clean it up, but she's on the deck, so a good steal from Wellington East. Ball's pushed through and out the back, so Wellington have to go backwards to try and clean it up. Here's a little bit of a run. Oh, good tackle there. Gee, there's a bit of a tussle at the breakdown.
They've still got 6, not long to go now. We'll get back to 7 all in terms of players on the park.
Yeah, time is up, so she will be back on the park very shortly. As South Otago go out wide. A good little wrap there from Tegan Hollows. And another interplay from Erin Pellet. Well done, the two girls out wide.
Yeah, absolutely. Good work ethic from both of them. Erin Pellet was involved a couple of times, could have easily just given what she would have thought was the last pass. Stayed in the chase, stayed in the follow-up, did Pellet. Got the ball back from Pringle. Conversion no good.
Yeah, their ability to stay alive and support each other. Here's a good example. The pass was a bit dusty, but they go right to the edge of the East defence, a wrap around, and then Pellet stays alive on the inside, gets the return pass. It's very good football.
Most of these girls in the South Otago team play for the representative secondary school girls team in the 15s game. So I still find that most schoolgirls play both forms of the game, despite the fact there's only 7s in the Olympics in 2016. Great strip there. South Otago, once again stolen. A little bit of a run here. Whangalilo. So they're keeping it alive. Being patient here, Wellington East. That's a good pass too. Draws, passes, holds it up, resets on the wing there. So you can see the pattern starting to emerge. Lee Peck back on the field after being sin-binned. Does the Sunny Bill out the back. Whangalilo. She was under all kinds of pressure. Her team managed to retain possession. Quick tap is taken by Birch. Nice big fend there on Herring. And she's got support play. So Edbeck, she's been busy. She's had a bit of a break. Gets the pass off the deck. Fino Pepe. Tackling's reasonably ferocious. No one's missing. So good defence from South Otago. They're making it difficult for Wellington to get anything smooth on attack. Now here's a bit of an opportunity. Does the dummy. Horton being tackled. Look at this defence. How they're throwing everything at it and they win the ball.
Yeah, eventually rewarded. Very, very good defence from South Otago. And happy to really spot the ball. Not allowing this Wellington East girls side to offload in the contact, which is really their game. Much bigger, much more physical side of Wellington East, and South Otago have just denied them that opportunity.
So just under 3 minutes left in the bowl final between South Otago and Wellington East. 24-0 to the girls from the South Island. They've looked good so far. Here's a nice little break, half break there from Kobe Letter. Passed it off to Soper, held up. Finally, on the ground.
Oh, great work, Samara Soper. Was in a real battle for the ball. Stayed determined, kept working hard, and eventually worked her side into a straight up penalty advantage. No real danger now of losing this, are they, Ken?
No, they're not. They're not intimidated either by bigger and what appears to be stronger athletes. They back their organisation, their fitness and their pace, and they thoroughly deserve this 24-0 lead.
A very fit-looking team, South Otago. Just at the moment unable to get any cohesive and clean attack going. Now what can they pull out of the bag here? Lots of going into contact and then passing the ball off. Now here's a good little pass out to Pringle. The pink headgear, she gets another one inside. Big tackle on the ring.
She's in trouble for it though, yeah, too high, they'll tap and go quickly. Will Pringle.
So there she shakes up the dummy. Isla Pringle, that was lovely. 14-year-old is over for another.
Well, that's just a lovely heads-up play. Isla Pringle. Version no good from South Otago, but really done and dusted. Here's the head-high tackle they came back for, and then Pringle gets up onto the ball, taps, goes, shows, dummies, and finishes.
I think she dummied to no one as well. There was no winger out there. That's 5 tries now to South Otago. Now for the Wellington East, 29-0. Stopped by the legs. Got Purcell on, a new player, fresh legs for Wellington. Just sizing up their options here. Wellington East. Oh, nice little intercept by Michaela Ladder. She saw that coming a mile away. And South Otago finished the match with a beauty.
Yeah, absolutely. Great read, Michaela Ladder. As you say, read it nicely. Saw it coming, got the timing spot on, the ladder. And that's a nice way for South Otago to finish.